In this tutorial, we'll see how to use zip and zip longest Ansible filters. Zip creates combined data structure. For example, if you have two lists and if you want to create another list corresponding to its index number, we can use zip. By default, zip uses the least element list. For example, if you have a list with 4 elements and another list with 5 elements, zip will be creating the combined data structure with the 4 elements. Now, if you want to use the elements from the longest list, you can use zip longest, and that time we need to give even the fill value. We'll see some examples. I'll go to VS Code. We will use these two lists for testing zip. So here we have one list called destination subs and another is destination gateways. So here we have 10.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here gateways are 100.12 till 5. In both places now we have 5 elements. Now we'll try to do the zip. Here I'm using setFact for setting the variable. Here the variable name is going to be route list. First we'll use dest underscore subs and 5. I'll give zip, and inside that we'll give destination gateways, and output we will mention as list, and here we are going to print the route list. Save it and we'll try running. Now if you see the output, we have now list of list based on the index number. So 10.1 is having 100.1 and 10.2 is having 100.2. Now if I comment one of this element, previously we had 5 lists here. Now we'll try running again. So now we have only 4 because it is taking the least element list while doing the zip. Now if you want to use the longest list, here I'll give zip underscore longest. Save it and we'll try running now. Now this is adding even 1.5, but the value for this is null. Now if you want to add a value for this, we can give fill value equal to Ethernet 0/0. Save it and now we'll try running. So now this is adding 0/04, then null value. Same like that, even if you have multiple values, it will be adding gigabit 0/04 all the other IPs. Now we'll see how to generate an IP route command using this particular list. I'll create a task, generate route commands, then ansible.builtin.setFact, and I will call this route conf. Now within that, so now we have list of list here. We'll iterate through this particular variable route list with items. Then we are going to append the value in each iteration from the route list output. So here route underscore conf 5, and if the variable is not defined, the default value is going to be an empty list. Then I'll give a plus symbol and we'll try to add a command for adding to the list. I'll give IP route command, IP route, need to put a space here. Then in each iteration, so this is going to be our destination subnet. So item, the 0th element. So 0th element is our destination subnet, then plus, then the subnet mask I'll give here. And for 255, before and after, I'm just giving a space so that it will be IP route, then the subnet space 255, then plus item, the first element, that is going to be the gateway. Now we'll try to print this variable. I'll copy this, save it, and we'll try running the playbook again. So now it is iterating through each element. Now here, if you see, we got 10 lines of configuration. Though we had only 5 lists inside this, we got 10 lines of configuration. The reason for that is with items actually flattens the list. If you see this, it is actually combining all these elements and creating it as a one list. Because of that, all these 10 elements are coming within single list while doing with items. So here we need to use loop. This is one difference between loop and with items. With items was the older syntax. Loop is a newer preferred syntax for iterating through elements. If you have data structures like this, list of list and all, it is better to use loop, because with items will be by default flattening the list. So now we'll try running this again. Now we got only 5 elements and we can see the command it has generated. So now we can even send all these commands using the iOS config module or other configuration parameters. In this way, we can use generated configuration from zip. Now we'll see how to create a dictionary using zip. I'll copy this. Create dictionary. From here, I'll delete the list and here I'll give dictionary. Close the dictionary. And in this way, we can create a dictionary. Let us save it and try running this. I will call this route dictionary. Now here, if you see, we have received a dictionary using zip, and the key is the destination subnet and the value is destination gateway. Here even this is using pill value. In this way we can use zip and zip longest in Ansible.